special. This is the continuation of the same sortie. This session will be entitled Just Desserts. Um, Last session, the group managed to pull the heist on the bioship, recovering it from the secret warehouse on the docks of Night City in Watson, up north, just south of the NorCal military base. Um, they escaped into the sunset, got aboard the yacht that was being lended out, um, transported the biochip safely in a cryo tank, um, and got it to Night City proper. Tark and others went to go and heal up as Zigzag continued to do the phone calling to make sure that the buyer, the current interested party, individual named Anna, who, according to all the information he's been able to gather, is a Militech corporational exec. Um, they have a meeting set for the 27th of October, Friday, 10 a.m. Zigzag, your crew, as it stands, is currently healthy enough to um, take along with you if you wish. You can also call in any other contacts that you may have if you want to have other associates. She said nothing regarding coming alone or not. And where she told you to meet her is doesn't sound like it's too terribly horrible a venue. It doesn't sound like you're going to be like shot up or killed. It's in downtown. It's in a park just near the old city center.
Um, if I'll take both of the solos and Tark with me. I don't think I need to broadcast this, so I don't need Spotlight, and I don't need. I mean, if I need a net runner, I can call her, and she can probably like remote do shit. You know, she doesn't need to be there, and I don't think she's the most sociable of people.
Fair. So
And can I have Lucky drop us off?
well, you have a vehicle already, Salt Drive.
Oh, we have a vehicle, right? Salt can drive us there. So, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I
So
don't see any problem bringing the two solos, and Tark can be there to maintain the cryo on the.
yep. You hop into you hop into the beater. You arrive at the scene. The parking area that you park at, you notice, is pretty empty. There aren't many cars present. It being a Friday in the middle of the morning, there are some people out and about from what it looks like, kind of jogging, walking, etc. Inside of the park that you can see. But it doesn't look like too many people have driven here or parked in this parking space specifically. You do see that the other couple vehicles that are present, one does seem to stand out. It appears to be a Militech SUV, not too dissimilar from the investigator SUV you stole and buried in the Morro Bay.
Okay.
She told you to meet her at a very specific location. The GPS coordinates and location denote that it is a park bench, kind of inside of the park proper. A decent walk from where you're currently at.
Okay. As I've imagined, like there's a spot where Salt like pulls up.
Yep.
And parks on the side of the road near this like park edge.
Well, it's like a little. There's like a little parking area. Yeah, just off the road, and then there's the park proper, which kind of descends down into the ground because you're kind of driving at a higher level than the actual Earth. And yeah, you'd make your way into the park proper that way.
Yep. So as he parks, I turn to the three of them and I'm like, "This I shall go meet her on my own. You keep the car warm. We."
Is there a way to have comm so that we can hear if he's in trouble?
You can see this bench right there, and I point to like where I'm about to go.
Yeah.
Keep eyes on me. You see something happen, you know what to do. I
Shake
trust you.
Shaker, make a perception check. Let me know what you got.
16.
Yeah, looks like there's about 3 to 4 individuals camped up in trees around that park bench. You can see that there's a woman wearing kind of a black attire. You're not sure exactly what. Looks like a very militaristic kind of fashion dress with body with armor jack. She's got short blonde hair and looks like cyber wear in the face and neck. But yeah, you can see that there appear to be 3 individuals in trees just around that area that look like they are Militech solos, snipers that are basically taking position around that park bench.
I would mention that to Zigzag.
This is not unheard of. They are making the same precautions we are. You see something happen to me, you step on the gas and you drive. If you see me make the gesture, I turn to Tark. Bring me the device. The device will stay with you. We?
You'd also be able to tell that the sniper has got a bead on you, Shaker. Not like, it doesn't look like they're hostilely staring down the scope of the barrel down at you. You're a solo. You've actually done Militech Spec Ops, so you kind of understand what's going on here. They're a last resort, and negotiations between important execs and street scum typically aren't unwatched. That said, Zigzag with Swagger heads on down into the park. Shaker, or rather Salt, are you maintaining position inside of the driver's seat, ready to drive off when called upon?
Yep, I'm going to maintain position.
And Tark is assumed to have kept, or is keeping an eye on the object. And Shaker, what are you doing?
I'm just watching the bench, and I guess I'm trying to keep an eye as much as I can on the snipers. I would like to put my combat awareness in threat detection and initiative reaction.
Okay. Yeah, shift your points, no problem. Okay. So you make your way. You can see that the woman sitting on the bench is she has a cardboard cup from some upscale kind of coffee vendor, and she
Dunkin' Bucks.
Dunkin' Bucks, yep, because you just fused the 2 names together. Yep, perfect. She has slicked back blonde hair, bright blue eyes, which you can tell are cyber optic. She has earrings, which appear to be the Militech logo. She's wearing a gold necklace, which appears to be the Militech logo. She has a strap over her right shoulder, which has the Militech logo. She's very branded. She stands up from her seat, kind of looks at you, crosses her arms, kind of holding the cup, looks down at it, and then kind of discards it, just kind of falls into, random refuse that's already kind of piled up in the bushes nearby. And she says, "Zigzag?"
We?
It's the same voice that you've heard on the phone, by the way.
Yeah. Oui. And, walking billboard? I mean, Anna?
So, you have it?
I do.
Okay.
Not on me, of course.
Of course. You probably saw the guns.
They did not do the best job of hiding.
Well, from my understanding, you having an ex-Secret Ops Militech solo in your stable is kind of boon to you when dealing with Militech.
This is true. I suppose broadcasting our team was not the best way to keep it on the down low. Oui?
Oh, understandable. I just want to make sure that you're aware that corporate liabilities are already present amongst you. So this is definitely a strange connection, to be sure. Your driver's not too bad, and your Ripper Doc seems to be on the level, though a bit of a stooge is passed for, I think, Biotechnica or something. Is that right? Presses her finger on her ear. Sounds right. Yeah.
Ouch.
So, Zigzag, you're the most mysterious of the lot to me, and very interesting. I do like to see suave faces in the streets of Night City. Ones that rise above pulp and mess that's left behind by She kind of looks up to the tree where you know there's a sniper. Ignoramuses with guns.
Well, when they set the bar so low, I almost trip over it.
She laughs in response. I just want to know, how did you come by the fact that this piece of technology was entering into Night City?
I have, how you say, many friends amongst the whole town.
You're not willing to divulge your contact.
This would make this contact not divulge more to me in the future.
I understand. So I just want to let you know where we're coming from here. I do fully intend to pay you, probably not close to what you anticipate from the street market value of the item you have in question. And the reason why I'm prepared to negotiate in such a hostile manner is because I definitely have you on the back foot here. You may have seen my snipers. You definitely didn't see the matter of fact that you are currently in possession of a very illegal object in the new United States of America. And knowledge of this item being present on, she kind of pulls a hair off of her, completely just perfect black uniform, dusted off the side, would be something that a Militech exec like myself could move up the ranks pretty quickly to reporting, since it happens to be our old-time rival, Arasaka's technology, that you're bringing on shore. Well, not you specifically, but your contact, I mean to say. So, I definitely don't want this to be broadcast too loudly. I don't want this object to be known by the outer world. I don't want it to be replicated. I don't want it to be enhanced or brought forward to a higher degree. The very nature of the chip is anathema to my beliefs as to what humans should be capable of. And I feel like if Arasaka is allowed to continue producing such itemry, it might lead to very strange things in the future. Very horrible things that would be possible by their corporation. That said, I want the chip for philanthropic matters, but I suppose I'm not going to appeal to your sense of kindness or humanity.
Is it that obvious?
So far, I'm still really liking you. But I do hope that you understand the threat that I've outlined. It's currently street market value, I think, from what I was able to calculate based on my contacts in the Maelstroms, Valentinos, and the 6th Street Gang, somewhere around 2.5 million for what we're looking at. Is that accurate?
Is close enough for this conversation.
I think you would understand that moving that much money, even in the small increments I plan on moving them in, moving money to you rather in, would definitely draw attention, if
Of
not
course.
immediately, over time.
This is a number that you have to wait to acquire. We just got this device so many days ago. I do not expect. I'm
You-
not an ignorant man.
You shouldn't expect that much entirely. Like I said, I'm not prepared to move that much money for this, since, as it stands, I could just take it from you. Not a goal I have in mind, because I think you're useful and could prove so in the future. Much more useful alive than dead. You know how to pull together a group and handle your business. That was put on display quite well with your engagement in the warehouse. You pulled that together in what, a couple of days?
It is so 4 days.
It's amazing. A lot of people in my corporation sit on their asses most often than not.
This is bureaucracy.
I'm not a fan of it. I like moving. I have things that I need done. People's lives are at stake. But again, as I'm sure we've already covered, I don't expect you to care too much regarding that.
Well, depends on the lives. I care about my own.
A little girl? dying of a muscle syndrome in her muscles that she developed because of her mother being a horrible drug scum.
I suppose I'm not completely against it.
The chip you have in mind is either a one-use operation or something that will be studied by others, and then used to create more, and then used to create more advanced technology. Stuff, like I said, would cause lots of problems in the future for those who enjoy their liberties and their personhood. Far more than I'm sure you're able to understand, and not something I typically want to get too far into the weeds with.
The details are not important.
800,000. It will be relinquished in $100,000 amounts monthly. Satisfactory?
Takes a long, long drag. I have a question.
I have everything at my disposal. If it's something I can answer, I will try. If it's something I don't want to answer, I probably won't.
You know of my talents. We
Well aware.
perhaps we could set up future business arrangements.
Like I said, keeping you alive, and as I'm sure you're paying attention, keeping you on a leash regarding cash is doubly beneficial to me. I don't want to own you. You're much more beautiful running free. But I do want to be able to draw you in when needed.
I would need 100. Can you do? See, there is one individual who will need more upfront. The 100,000 for the following months shall be fine, but I think it takes another long drag. I'm thinking of Lucky. His cut is really big, and he's not gonna want to.
His cut's percentage based, so
Yeah.
if you
Percentage.
give him a percentage of what you earned, 100,000, and then tell him later on down the road there will be more because of this job, he'll probably be fine with that.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, this I think shall well.
Alright. Okay. Well, the first increment will be paid out here in hard cash. I was able to secure the funds. She touches her head, and you can feel your phone kind of ring a bit. When you kind of look it up, you can see there's details that have been sent over secure, and it shows a place not too far from here that looks like it's a trash bin. My operatives have been watching it. Open the trash lid. Inside you'll find a suitcase. Inside the suitcase you'll find 100,000. First month's payment. Second month should be done through wire transfer. It'll go to your account. Third month we might need to get creative. I don't know yet. Regardless,
This is fine.
the funds will come.
Would you like the device?
Here, now, however you're containing it.
You see him like turn to the car, and I'll just a little flick of the fingers, and that should let Tark know he's good to come.
As you're both kind of waiting, because it is a little bit of a walk, she says, I need to make a phone call really quick.
By all means.
Okay. She moves to the side, you hear her flip the phone, and when she first says it, she says, Stringer, and that's all you hear. Like, she kind of moves away, but you hear the name being said as she moves away. Tark comes over with the item, and hands it over to you. Stands by, unless you tell him to go away.
After he hands me the device, I'm like, thank you, and I just gesture for him to go back to the car.
I'm sure he has kind of like a moment where he doesn't get it, and then he kind of figures out, like, because he's not very human perceptive, he's kind of paying attention to the scenario, and you kind of like wave him off again, and he's like,
no, it's a wave. He like looks at me, looks around, and is like, Zika.
She comes back over. phone agent back in the pocket, and she says, "Very interesting design. Homemade, I presume."
The doctor made it himself.
And she kind of goes over the details with it because you have to explain how it works to her, and he would have explained it to you. And she nods her head. Perfect. Well then, I suppose our business is complete, and I would suggest that I'll leave first, and you wait here with yours.
I like pull out another cigarette. I got to finish this one anyway.
As she's walking away, you see her pull, like out of her flak vest, duffel bag, and kind of put the item in it. She puts that over her shoulder. You see one operative kind of drop down from the tree and move behind her, about 10 feet behind her. And those two move towards the car. You would see on your guys' side, Tark come back into the car, kind of sit there, not really give you much information as to what's going on down there. And then you would see her come up with her agent. She gives a sharp look to Shaker, kind of, and then kind of moves into the car, and they drive off. But before they drive off, what you see is two drones come down and enter into side hatches on the back end of the vehicle, close off, and then drive off. You then hear the sounds of motorcycles driving around you, zigzag, and you can see operatives on motorcycles going this way and that as they drive away. There were definitely more than 3.
Fair enough.
As you're waiting there and everything's kind of coming to a close, your phone rings.
I have an internal agent, so I answer it.
The phone number that you're seeing kind of on your marquee is not a number you recognize.
Still answer it.
Zigzag. Oh shit. I'm in some serious problems here, man. They're looking for me, man.
Do I recognize the voice?
You think so? Go ahead and make a human perception check. What'd you get?
15.
Yeah, so it's a netrunner that you've dealt with a couple of times, on your own. They're very specialized in getting information regarding individuals, and that's pretty much it. That's all they're good for. And their name is Red Light. And he says, I need your help. I need your help right now.
Right now, can you be more specific?
They are outside the motel right now with guns and shit. I need help right now.
Oh, do I offhand?
Oh
know
fuck!
how far
You
it is?
hear it click on the phone as it kind of goes out after he says, "Oh fuck." It's probably about 2 minutes drive if someone's speeding. 5 minutes if you're driving casual.
So everyone who's sitting in the car watches Zigzag put a hand up to his ear, go, starts running towards the garbage can, grabs the suitcase out of the garbage can, starts running back to the car as fast as he can, basically dives through the window real quick, is go, 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 go. Allons-y.
So, Salt, you start driving?
Yeah, I would take off. I'd burn some rubber, and I'd be like, "Where are we going, Zigzag?"
This way, and I point down the road off to the left, whichever direction to get us towards the motel. And I'm in the back seat because I imagine it's Salt in the driver's seat, Shaker in the passenger seat,
Tark and you in the back,
and me. But I'm in between the two front seats, this way. No, turn right here, turn right, and then through this light. Just run the light.
Hey, Zigzag, we don't want to get pulled over, man.
Fuck you, runs the goddamn light.
Salt, do you try and drive safe, or are you trying to drive quickly? He's literally putting you through the paces if you're going to drive the way he's commanding.
I would look over at Shaker kind of for some advice, if he's gonna say do it or not. What would you do, Shaker?
I would point and say go.
All right, then I'd start driving crazy. I'd be like, man, you guys are gonna get me in trouble, man.
Go ahead and make a drive land vehicles check.
You could use luck.
Yeah, and your luck is
luck.
refreshed.
I use 2 points of luck.
Oh yeah, I love that music.
You know what? I don't think I have anything in drive-land vehicles, but let's do it anyways.
Maybe something to think about.
Oh,
Yes!
Oh my god.
Yeah, buddy.
Get that IP log.
dude, you're driving up the side of the like.
Just like he gets up onto the sidewalk, the person jumps out of the way, like he narrowly misses a person who wasn't looking. He comes up and around like 2 barricades and like flies between them both, slips in between the traffic, sees a cop like nest spot, kind of like quickly slides into an alleyway, and then he says, "Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying," and he kind of has an idea of where you're going. You know that you turn into a one-way street. It's kind of like a small thoroughfare that cuts through to get to the hotel. And you would know that on your approach through this one-way street, it'll be on your right side coming up, and it'll basically have a small kind of parking space in it. It's called the X Bar Motel, and it's right next to a little club and a restaurant, a Japanese restaurant, or sorry, Chinese restaurant. So do you want to just drive into the parking lot as quickly as you can, or do you want to like try and slow up at the end?
I'll just go as quickly as possible.
Okay, I'm gonna put up a map, and I want you to tell me, seeing everything that you see, where you're parking, and I mean suddenly.
Hang on a minute. I'm not actually looking at it yet.
Yeah, you're literally just doing this off of reflex, coming into the spot. So you can see the parking garage there, or parking lot there. Go ahead and give me like just a ping where you want to like land the car. Okay.
You see that?
All right. I need a perception roll from Shaker because you said you're in tracking threats, right?
I am.
Give me that roll.
Perception.
Yes, please.
Okay. 16.
You see a woman as you're passing by on the sidewalk kind of notice you. She's got a shotgun over her shoulder, kind of sees you kind of whizzing past, and kind of looks over and seems to be yelling something. You can't really hear it over the din of the engine. You can also see with that roll that there's a woman, tall, blonde-headed, up on top of the Chinese restaurant across the way there. She has an assault rifle and is kind of looking down at the area and is kind of hiding behind a box there. As you're pulling into the spot, you see 2 individuals. One of them is has the trunk of a vehicle open. The vehicle that he's at has all broken windows, except for the front window. And then there's a hatchback, kind of like small little sedan, that also has been broken into. The 2 culprits appear to be present. One is wearing like full armor, presumably medium or heavy armor jack. He also has an assault rifle slung on his shoulder and is kind of going through the trunk of the car as you're pulling in. And the guy at the back of the sports car, the yellow sports car, appears to have like a small SMG kind of in his hand as he's kind of picking it up. And yeah, the car comes flying through and slams right into the parking space. That said, Shaker and Salt, you're in the front seat, and Tarkin, you're in the back seat. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Ish.
Aren't you guys glad I brought y'all along with me?
Ooh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Wait, where's initiative?
Combat.
Combat.
Son of a bitch. All right, I got it.
All right. And I will grab Tark.
So which car is our car? The one in the between the other 2?
The blue one, yeah.
Yeah, we're the
Yeah,
blue
yeah.
one.
can the doors open? Or are they
Mhm.
blocked?
Yeah, you're in a parking space. There's plenty of space there. Each square is 2 meters long. Just a heads up. So
Nice, Larry Blow.
yeah,
I love it.
that's weird that the name's showing for you, but it's not showing for me.
It's so cool.
A Larry Blow is basically a role kind of level of punk that I've kind of set up. But yeah, Shaker, you're first on the docket. You see the threats outlined very well. And you can see that the guy on the back of the truck appears to be theirs. The guy on the back of the truck seems to be kind of ducking down like he's going for something.
Mm-hmm.
This guy here.
This guy, okay. So, in terms of like, who would seem like the biggest threat to Shaker?
There's a guy across from you, or there's a guy just close to you with an SMG. He's very close and point blank. This gentleman here has an assault rifle. This guy up here has an SMG. She has a shotgun, and this one up here has an AR and cover. So threat-wise, the threat up top. I mean, just look at the combat scene. It could be mitigated just by moving underneath the awning of the restaurant.
Yeah, yeah. So Shaker is it going to take some of my movement to get out of the car, I guess?
Yeah, 1 square.
Okay. Um, uh, would I have a better shot if I climbed on top of the roof of this car?
Yeah, I guess, but you'd also be like kind of wide open.
Right, but I don't have to finish my movement here, right?
Yeah, that's right. So,
Okay.
popping out, jumping onto the car, kind of sliding across it with the.
Right.
What weapon do you have out?
I'm going to use my heavy pistol,
Okay.
and I'm going to use my smart rounds,
Okay.
and I'm going to go with the one with the SMG who seems to be threatening Zigzag. And I was really close to Zigzag.
I would say everybody besides Salt, since Salt was driving, would be able to have a weapon on deck ready to go. So yeah, Tark is also
Oh, yeah.
armed and ready.
Okay.
Make it easy on the paint, bro.
It's got like rust. I think
Yeah, so
that car's accurate, like the little token I've got for it.
it's
Yep.
pretty cool.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
So I have a smart clip in there.
Okay.
19 to hit.
And you're shooting at? Okay. Body hits.
Yep. So the damage is what? Oh,
Rate of
I see, never
fire
mind.
on a very heavy pistol is 1. Okay. So damage 16.
Yep. And then I'm gonna kick off and go under the awning over here, so I'm out of the fire of the guy on the roof.
Okay. This gentleman doesn't appear to be wearing armor. You throw the slug, or you throw the shot. It slams into his chest and kind of, you hear him out, kind of like, ah, as he starts kind of spitting blood a bit. He doesn't look happy, but he's
Okay.
kind of standing and trying to kind of lift up the SMG. Salt, you're up. And like I said, you do not have a weapon drawn, so you'll have to pull one as an action.
Economy Salt. Finish that guy.
He can't take
All right.
an attack action. He has to draw a weapon.
Right. I will pull my shotgun that was sitting between us on the seat out,
Okay.
and I'd hop out, and I'd yell. I'd be like, "Cease and desist, or you will die!" And then I'd pull my shotgun up, and do I get a shot?
No.
Or am I...
Drawing the shotgun for you is your action.
All right. Can I move a little bit?
Yeah, you move your speed.
All right. I'll move back to under the awning a little bit.
Okay. Zigzag.
Like there.
I don't see Tark on this turn order.
I'm just gonna do him at 1.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna step out of the car and try and fire off a shot at this guy right next to me.
Okay.
$16 hit.
I believe so. Yeah. Hold on. Let me check.
Is there a penalty for shooting when you're right next to someone in this game?
No. Your determined like target number to hit is based on your range and also the weapon you're wielding.
Yeah, so it should be the same as Andy.
Yep.
Both using very heavy pistols.
Yeah. Well, he was a little farther away, which can kind of make a difference. Let me check. For some reason, it's not taking me to the page I want. Here we go. Pistol. 0 to 6, 13 is the target number. Yep, that hits. Damage.
It's only 12.
Hold on a second. Okay. And, okay. Yeah. Shoot him in the other shoulder. He's like literally kind of like doing the slow dying fallback, but he's still alive. Kind of just B-movie schlock kind of dying guy. Okay. It goes.
I am going to run. I have movement, right?
Yep, you do.
So I'm gonna like run, slide across the hood of the car, and dive behind the car here as much as I can, so I'm under the awning and behind the car.
These Duke boys are at it again. All right. The guy up top kind of like places his fingers in his mouth and gives like a loud whistle sound. It's definitely strange. It sounds like it's kind of two whistles coming at the same time. Very strange to be sure. The guy you've been shooting at is just going to lift up his weapon and auto fire into zigzag.
Makes sense.
Just slamming into the wall behind you. The glass kind of breaks out. It doesn't look like anyone's actually in the restaurant. It looks like it was closed because it's still early-ish in the day. But yeah, he doesn't move for cover. He just stands out there trying to look like a hard ass. The dude up top whistled, like I said, and the dude in the back of the truck, you see him pull out a massive rotary gun and kind of turn his attention in your direction and just starts shooting. 1 second.
Oh, he can draw and shoot, but Kevin can't.
No, he was draw. He
I'm just fucking with you.
He drew last. He drew last turn. He drew last turn. All right. So he auto fires. This rotary cannon has an auto fire 5, which means that when he shoots it, maximum 5 multiplier for his.
Can I? Oh,
Doesn't
is he
matter.
shooting at me? Okay.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, he's shooting at you, but you got the cover there, and also he's not aiming it very well. Basically, what you watch happen is a peppering of bullets kind of moves across the concrete on the ground as it kind of lifts the weapon up. You watch as it cuts the street scum in half. That's kind of in between you and there. You just watch him just get a bunch of bullets hit the back of the car. You can kind of see Tark like this in the back seat. Oh, hold on. You can kind of see Tark. Wow, that was perfect timing. You can see Tark.
Yeah.
Dark.
That was goddamn perfect timing, Dan.
Lulls were had by me, I think. It is perfect, right in the nose. Okay, great. I planned that very well. But yeah, bullets kind of hit the back end of the car. Nothing too substantial. It doesn't actually look like it goes through either. You then watch as the sports car gets torn into. It is made of a slightly less sturdy substance than the beater. So you watch as it kind of gets obliterated, and like the bullets stop firing, kind of like it's kind of like a spray. They kind of stop firing at the trunk or at the front end of that car.
So the yellow car is no longer cover.
It is cover.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he did not shoot through it. He shot over the top of it. Basically, he flavorfully damaged the cover. All right. It then goes down to the soldiers. He is going to dart to here. She is going to slide down, land, and then hit this point of cover here. The assault rifle haver in the at the black hatchback will fire the assault rifle, single fire, taking a shot at Shaker's head. -8 to the roll, because headshot. You're within. What's the range there? I think I'm in the sweet spot. 11 squares would be. It's saying feet, isn't it? Let me fix that real quick. 22 meters is the answer, though.
What's your number? What did he roll?
Got a 19.
So, but that's with the penalty.
-8 would be 11, so it's gonna
That
miss.
is not a hit. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have needed a 15 at this range. All right,
Yeah,
so
and I've got Metal Gear in my head anyway. So.
well, I didn't get the round in. I missed you, so
Yeah.
all right. Oh, that's a good point. So if you're wearing, no, you're wearing. Okay, got it.
It's 18 armor.
Yeah. I know. I wasn't looking for the armor. I was looking for the penalties. It's the dex penalty is the thing that I wanted to make sure. So if you were to make an evasion roll, it wouldn't be possible because you're.
Even though that's only on the head, or is that the?
Yeah, you can't make evasion rolls to dodge stuff because you are wearing the helmet.
Okay.
Okay, so the lady at the bottom, she's gonna fire single shot at Zigzag. Same thing, going for the head. That'll go. Wait, no. Check.
Do I get an evasion roll or no?
Minus
What's your
8,
reflex?
Where do I see that?
Front page.
7.
only-
No, is it REF?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
7.
Yeah, you need an 8 to be able to dodge.
Okay.
23 -8 is a 15. 6 meters is hilariously the exact cutoff for it to be possible for that to have hit.
Do it.
No, it missed. Is what I'm saying.
Oh. Hilarious.
But like you're wearing kind of like a hood, like it's kind of up because you're in like tactical mode. It hits the hood, knocks it off at the top of your head, and you can see that there's like a massive bullet hole in it now. All right, you didn't get an initiative roll, Tark, because you weren't here, but you are. I don't need you to roll it. I just dropped you down to 1.
Did it so you could put it at a 1.
That's fine. Okay, that works. So it is actually your up.
Okay, cool. I want to slide out of this side of the door.
It's
What's this guy right here? What's he wearing?
That guy is wearing just street punk clothes. He's actually wearing armor compared to the gentleman that's laying in half in between you and him. Looks like light armor, Jack.
And this person here is taking shots at my guy.
Yeah, but she's hiding behind crates. Those are about 4.5 foot tall.
That's cool. I'm gonna run down here, try and jump over this, slide behind it, and
You mean
I want to land.
you're gonna move? Running's actually
Correct.
a separate action. Okay. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
And I want to like shoulder check her and then put my SMG and then just recoil up. Do you know what I mean?
I understand, but go ahead and make a acrobatics.
Athletics.
Check.
Acrobatics?
Athletics. Is there an acrobatics?
No.
Yeah, athletics is what I want. Okay, so you kind of jump up onto the crate and try to spin inwards to kind of shoulder check her. Your spin is not accurate. You kind of dive with the momentum of the arc you were coming in. You can't really hook around the boxes with that athletics check. So you can land next to her and shoot at her, but there's no shoulder check.
Full auto.
Go nuts.
Let's go.
Okay. One sec. Alright. She does not evade. Go ahead. That'll be times 3 multiplier, so roll 2d6. Okay. Times that by 3.
24.
Okay.
Gek.
So. Hold on, doing math. As you kind of get down, kind of reach up with the Viper, kind of point it towards her chest and start firing, kickback kind of drawing you back a bit. You watch as it kind of hits into her, and you can hear kind of like a loud metallic popping. You then see a little splatter of blood kind of shoot out a couple of times as she kind of grunts and looks down, and you can see that she's wearing pretty decent armor, Jack. Okay. That was Tark on 1. Shaker, you're up.
Yep. So Shaker seeing
Oh,
Tark.
sorry.
Go ahead.
Lair action.
What?
for lack of a
Legendary action.
for lack of a better term. The whistling sound drew out two more punks that come out of the bar, and their turn will not happen. They will not engage in the actions. They will take a movement on their turn, but their action is pulling out their weapons. But they look like they're coming out of the club, and then they draw their guns.
Do we know where the entrance is? Can you ping that? Because we'd probably see it from where we are.
Right there.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
I'm picking it over and over again. Oh, I'm in the wrong layer. Hold on, let me try
I
again.
don't see it. No.
Here we go.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Perfect. So seeing Tark doing what he did, Shaker is going to go back him up. He's going to sort of go around, zigzag, and maybe push him down a little bit further into cover, and make his way over to here, and actually there, I don't know, and fire on this guy.
That lady.
No, that person.
Yep, go ahead. She has the boxes in between you, her, and the firing, so go ahead.
She has the boxes in between. How is that?
Yeah, because she's kind of
Behind
pressed
her.
against the box, yeah.
If I were to come here, would that make a difference?
Yeah, I mean, you'd be closer to her, sure. I mean, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I have the movement.
Go ahead, take the shot.
20 to hit.
Okay, hold on. She did not evade.
12 damage.
Okay. Looks like it's just a glancing shot on her shoulder. Doesn't seem to do much. You kind of reach in, pull the pistol, and kind of shoot. It kind of hits her in the shoulder, and she kind of like now is looking at both of you angrily.
Okay. I'll scowl at her.
Salt.
All right. I was going to go help out Tark, but it looks like Shaker's got it. So I'm going to run very quickly and attack that guy there. I ping near the truck.
Okay.
I want to end when I'm all done behind the vehicle so I could, get some cover.
Sounds good.
Does the one in the truck have head armor? You said it has armor.
He has an armor jack, so yeah.
Okay.
And as I'm running, I'm going to hold my shotgun in my left hand, but pull out my sword in my right hand and try to, just chop him normal. I'm not going for the head. I'm just going for a kill shot with the heart.
Okay.
Like in his head, he's singing like an old song from Heart called Barracuda, but he's not going to sing it here because of legal rights.
Why does every character... Well, go ahead and make your melee attack.
It was only a 16.
Oh wait, hold on, you had your shotgun drawn.
Yeah, but then I pulled my sword out and I'm holding my shotgun.
Drawing your sword is an
Shotgun in
action.
the left hand and
Drawing-
sword in the right hand.
Drawing your sword is an action.
Fire with the
Okay,
shotgun instead, dude.
Could I do this then? Once I get real close to him, I shoot him in the head with my shotgun.
Yeah.
Or no, not the head, just the body with my shotgun, and then I
Yeah.
switch weapons.
Well, no, you won't be able to draw your sword this turn. Drawing
All
your
right, I'll do
sword
that.
is
Damn
an
it.
action. Okay.
I hate the action.
You're kind of stuck. You're kind of stuck with this with that shotgun for this encounter. I think.
No, if
You don't wanna
want,
waste
I
the
can
whole
waste
action.
the damn- yeah, but the sword is great. You got to admit.
So go ahead and make a shotgun roll, shoulder arm. So make the attack with a shotgun.
Right, I'm gonna do it right now. Not bad.
Did you get?
19
That'll work.
damage.
Yep.
21. Let's do shots.
So as you hit him in the chest, you can watch like a massive kind of cavity kind of form in his shoulder area. He kind of limps down with the rotary cannon. It kind of points up in the air and kind of starts shooting. It's for dramatic purposes. It's still shooting. So instead of continuing on its path of destruction towards zigzag, it kind of now just starts shooting up into the sky. And then you don't get a second shot with the shotgun. All right, zigzag.
What is the effective distance of this pistol?
So if you're shooting a pistol, 0 to 6 meters, which would be 3 spaces, sets its difficulty value to 13. 7 to 12 yards, meters, so that would be, 4 through 6. 15 is the target number. 13 to 25 meters, 20, and then it goes up to a 25 at 26 to 50. Its maximum range is 200 yards, 200 meters. So that'd be 100 squares.
Okay. So I'm going to step up here to get like behind this car and this car.
Okay.
And that should put me 12 from him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna try and fire on him and try and finish him off.
Okay.
17?
So you are currently at how many meters?
12.
That would be at target number 15, so that hits. And damage.
24.
All right.
Wow, very nice.
You hit him in the chest hard, dead center. You watch him kind of like, as he's lifting the gun up, kind of, and then kind of lay backwards. As he does so, the cannon continues firing. You see it kind of like splinter down the building, the motel, as bullets are kind of slamming into the concrete. It doesn't look like they're going through. It doesn't look like it's a very high caliber weapon. But you watch as the barrel kind of tips down and starts slamming into the front of the truck. Salt, go ahead and make an evasion roll.
Awesome. I love it when you shoot somebody and make me do an evasion zigzag.
It was that, or he was gonna turn and point the thing at you, buddy.
Whatever. Alright. Evasion, right?
Yep.
Sorry. I'm getting
Yeah.
What the man, my computer's doing all sorts of wacky things here. Alright. I'm trying to it's like super small. Alright. Hang on. Alright, I'm working on it.
No worries.
You have luck.
Can I spend luck now, or
You
do I
have
do
to spend
it
luck
later?
before you
the
roll.
roll.
Yeah. How bad could I roll? Right? I'm just gonna roll it. I'm
Just
not
go
gonna-
for it, man.
last
You're
word.
fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nailed it.
So choose a space within 3 spaces of your current location that is farther away from the truck, as far away from the truck as you can go. So basically all towards the right of the map. Continue going that direction. And just move your piece over to that position. Anytime now.
Are you talking
He rolled
about
a
me?
30.
Yeah, I asked you to please move yourself 3 spaces away from your current
Oh, I'm
location.
I was too busy celebrating.
No worries. So as you watch that happen, you kind of do the equation. You can like see Salt's kind of face kind of doing the math. As the cannon comes down towards the back end, you see the bullets start shooting through the ammunition cases and explosive boxes that appear to be in the back seat of that, or the bed of that truck, and also go into the truck proper and kind of ignite the fuel, the chew inside of it. Salt, you see that happening before it happens, so your reflexes force you to kind of do a quick dash and dive kind of roll into the position as you kind of come up with the shotgun there, and you watch as that car kind of just explodes. And yeah, I'll place this explosion and zigzag. That was it. Do you have any movement?
No, I'm gonna keep cover in between those two cars as much as possible. I should be like behind this one
Okay.
more so, you know.
All right. The guys who were just jumping out kind of recoil a bit, and the place that they were probably moving towards cover, they're not going to. This guy will move up here, and this guy will move up that way as well, ducking behind the vehicle with the solo. The guy up top is going to look down at Salt and start shooting. He's got an SMG, and he's going to shoot at auto fire down at you. Because of his height, which is about 20 feet up, I would say that that's going to add good 4 meters onto his thing. So he's firing at a pretty high range. And here we go. Needing a 20. bunch of bullet fire comes raining down in front of you, Salt. It doesn't seem like he's holding the weapon up, and then it kind of dances around you as the recoil kind of knocks him around. Not a skilled shooter, to be certain. Yeah, then it goes to the solo types. A lady who is currently being horribly defiled behind a box of trucks. You guys are horrible. Why are you doing this to her? She didn't ask for this. She's going to fight back. Let's see. Alright. She's going to go ahead and use the rifle that she has as a weapon to bash into Tark's face.
I'll evade.
Go ahead. You have no choice. You have to evade. That's the game.
Saying I evaded it.
Make an evasion roll. All right. Roll it again. Second attack. All right. So yeah,
Nice.
some dodging. Okay. She will then
Run, little girl.
leap out and over. She seems to be kind of trying to keep low as that's happening. And you hear her yell something in a language that you aren't terribly familiar with, but it sounds kind of like Russian language.
I speak Russian.
Then you would know that it's not Russian, it's Ukrainian.
Since it's not maybe it's like my sister language.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like she's saying "get him" or something to that effect. And the getting will happen as the gentleman behind the vehicle will go ahead and fire a grenade into that back corner. One second. All right. So he is aiming for this position here. 24 meters, grenade launcher, 15. All right. All right. Nailed it. It explodes. The boxes will basically cushion the blow. They'll count as cover. And it explodes outwards, if I remember correctly, a total of 10 meters. So that will get Salt, I think. Yep, and that will get her.
Does it get me?
It definitely does. Okay, so that means that every party that I just mentioned will be taking the damage.
So Shaker, Tark, and Salt.
Yeah,
John,
and
I'll
Zigzag.
dodge. I'll dodge.
There's no dodging it.
Can we do evasion?
No.
Bummer.
Yeah, since I didn't technically shoot anybody directly, it was an indirect fire explosion. No. But that said, if you are here, here, or here, you have cover. So the first 10 hit points will be soaked for you. Because it is an explosive, it will hit both head and chest. So keep that in mind as the damage comes through. Which is going to be 22. So what I mean by the cover portion, Salt and Zigzag, that's going to be 12 damage that's going through to you. So your light armor jack will then block.
Wait, my light armor jack is only 10 on the head and 10 on the body.
So
Used to be urban, but was evaded.
what that means is that you'll be reducing the values by 10 for both a headshot and a chest shot. So that means you'll be taking a total of 2 damage. And 2 damage to the head would be 4 damage. So a total of 6 damage for you in all its entirety.
Okay, cool.
And is
then-
that 3 damage for me?
What's your armor check value?
11?
Yeah, so it would be
I mean, he's
1
got
to the
two-
head,
He
and
has
then
2
it'd be
layers
1.
of cover. He's got the dumpster and he has
Right,
the
I
car.
have
Oh, that's
the
right.
car and the dumpster.
So then it would be 2 damage that gets through to you. Your armor would be basically negated. Good point. The car's now no longer cover though.
the yellow car is no longer covered.
Correct. Yeah, the front
That's
end.
fine.
The front end basically just kind of got blown off. The hood went flying off into the street.
She take the damage too?
She will be taking the damage. That's correct. And I think that is enough to seriously injure her. Hold on a second. Only got
My,
1 6.
Shots auto bladed 2. Or bladed 2.
I'm sorry. What was that?
I'm always using AP rounds.
Oh, right. So her armor's not a big factor in this.
Okay.
Yeah. That said, yeah, she's not. She's definitely not. It wouldn't have changed anything much. Besides, I think it would have gave 2 more damage from Shaker, because he shot after you shot. But that's fine. She's still got enough hit points to survive. Just not a lot left to continue that process. But you will be taking 22 to the chest and the head, Dan.
And so will Shaker.
Correct.
Okay, so let's see.
So the 18.
Does hit damage to the head doubled?
Any damage that gets through the armor is doubled, yes. And then the chest would also get hit for whatever it exceeded the chest armor. And then everyone who did take damage from that, it's a high explosive, so armor is ablated in a dish. Let me check. High explosive, I think, actually makes it just go farther out.
Right to the body.
Explosives. Explosives went too far. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. That's why. It's high explosive. Okay, got it. It goes one extra out. Okay, cool. I figured it out. Okay.
By the way, Zigzag, I would be sending my biometrics to your agent.
Got it.
You know I'm at 14 hit points.
Well, yeah, that's fine. He is time squaring, so it's fine.
Not doing so hot.
Everybody damaged up?
Yep.
Okay. You see the other solo who I had forgot to bring out during the first round? Run. She's running. She slides into cover behind your car and the other car up there. You see that she has a shotgun in hand, and it looks like her action was run. All right. That's it. Tark.
I'm gonna take my free hand, left hand, pull out a pack out of my rucksack, take an air hypo, and just jam it straight into my chest.
Okay. Yeah, you're currently seriously injured, and I don't believe you're rolling, so that would mean...
I'm healing.
Okay, yeah. The air hypo will do great. Cool. And it says you now ignore the injured effect, seriously injured effect.
No, I'm not gonna be seriously injured. I mean, my hit points go up, right?
Yeah.
So I'm healing 8 plus 7, so yeah, 15.
Are you above half?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. That's your turn. Shaker.
So this one, the woman looks pretty injured.
Yeah, she's.
Oh, I'm
messed
gonna
up.
move. I'm moving. No, fuck
Okay.
this. I'm gonna. 1, 2. Actually, this isn't cover, is it?
It's a rail. You can jump in
Bam.
that ice box if you want.
I'm jumping behind the icebox.
It's not really much space back there, but
There's not a lot of. I'll jump in the fucking thing then for a second.
yeah, you could slide back there. That's fine. You would open it up and check. It would be surprisingly full. Shaker, you're up.
I was just getting ice from my room.
Yep. Shaker is gonna move. Fair. And for his action, he's going to swap out his heavy pistol for his grenade launcher.
Okay.
That's my move.
Salt.
All right, I'm gonna look over at this real fresh-looking target over here. I'm pinging that.
She's
lady
not fresh.
She's not very far from me either, though.
That's
Funky
fair.
fresh. Funky fresh.
I'm gonna try to put a shotgun shell right in her chest.
Okay.
All right, I guess I gotta roll for that, right?
Yeah, roll attack.
All right, here I go. My computer's doing really weird.
It's doing
Like,
cartwheels.
it's me. It's me doing the weird things, but I think it's my computer.
That's fair.
All right.
Waiting for that roll.
We're waiting. Oh man, I'm the worst. All right, I'm
The
having
bratwurst.
issues. I'm having issues. All right. All right. We may have to move on to the next person because I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on with my character sheet. It's like,
You want me to roll it for you real quick?
yeah, just roll it for me. What the hell?
Okay.
Was it good?
I don't know yet. And you're currently down 2 rounds, by the way. Yeah, you hit her. And you put her down.
All right, now I'm gonna move. I'm gonna do some moving. I'm gonna move right there. Actually, maybe I'll move in the corner.
Yeah, there's no cover there. There's just fire.
What about?
If you want to go into the fire, you can. That's perfectly fine. It is very on
Am
fire.
I like? I don't want to be on fire, but I
You
wanna
do not want to be in the
fire.
white square then. The white square is the box that is fire right now.
Son of a bitch! I'll go right there then.
Yeah, there is no cover there. All right. Cool deal. Zigzag, you're up.
If there's no cover, then I'm gonna go forward. Fuck it.
Okay.
I'll go right. I'll go right there this time. Right out in the middle of everything.
All right.
Is there anything stopping me from like running up to this woman, shooting her in the head, and then running back?
No, there isn't.
Cool. So I'm gonna like run there, so I'm right next to her.
Mm-hmm.
Try and pop one off right in her fucking head.
Kind of pull around the car there. And ba-da! Okay, so -8 to your roll. Go ahead and just throw the attack roll, and I'll do the math in my head.
Damn, that's only an 8.
Yeah, it's gonna miss. All right. And snap back.
Yeah, right. I'm actually gonna go to here and try and get like behind.
Duck down
like,
between.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Because the yellow car is not there
We're
anymore.
about to lose our car. Get the money,
It's a
So-
blow.
dude. Get the money. Oh,
So,
fuck.
as-
Get away from that car.
As you are watching the fight unfold, you see the gentleman in the armor, the solo. He has a grenade launcher underslung on his assault rifle. He throws up the barrel of the weapon. You can see the expended round of the grenade kind of cascade in the air, and he points with his other hand as he's doing that kind of one-handed, and he points over towards where Shaker's at, and he says, "Get him first before he shoots me," and then reaches down and pulls out a grenade, and as his action will ready the grenade launcher underslung. But that's going to be happening next. His action's next. The
That's good.
punks are first, so they're going to rush up. And as they do so, they kind of get around the way there, and they just start unloading their SMGs kind of into the area. That one is firing at Shaker. He is auto-firing into... Hold on a second. He is auto-firing into Shaker with his SMG. That's a miss. And the other one is doing the same. You'll have cover. Okay. Let's see. That's a miss as well. Shooting the crap out of the box there. The guy on top of the thing, you see him kind of point down at Salt and just start unloading. Same deal. It's also a miss. Alright. And then it will go to the solos. Like I said, throws the grenade round out, reloads, chambering the next grenade round. You also see him drop down and behind cover. So he is not visible. He's kind of like low. So he's not a valid target for direct fire from anyone but Salt. The girl with the shotgun runs up onto the top of the vehicle. You see her point the weapon down, straight, kind of like in a weird patterning, like she's trying to aim in between you and Zigzag, and then pulls the trigger. You watch a set of like shot coming out, this kind of loud hissing sound, as incendiary fire breath kind of fires out of the shotgun into you two. And she's firing it in a non-slug fashion, so she's targeting the 15-foot square in front of her. Or 3 square block in front of her. So for shotguns at this point blank range, she needs basically nothing. And I bet you I miss. That's weird. Where did my shotgun go? Alright. Yeah, that hits. And then let me check incendiary ammunition real quick. Shotgun shells. You make 1 range attack. Got the difficulty value. If successful, every target in front of you that you can see takes 3d6 damage for the shotgun burst. And for incendiary,
I can't imagine this goes well for me.
just trying to find that ding. I always forget the page with the different types of ammunition. Bear with me here. Thank you for being patient, y'all. Here we
We're
go.
all waiting to find out what happens to Zigzag.
When using this ammunition, whenever you deal damage to a target through their armor, you ignite the target. Until the target spends an action to put themselves out, they take 2 damage directly to their hit points when they, whenever they end their turn. Alright, so that many.
Damn.
So that does not get through to me.
Gets through your chest.
I have a 13 body.
Body?
And an 18 head.
No. I just ablated your chest armor and your head armor with the grenade.
So how does that? How many does it take off?
It should be down 1 on each. At least. Have I shot you at all?
You got shot in the head a while back.
Have I shot you at all? Like every time I hit you, you should be ablated.
Remember when you were shot in the head?
Oh yeah, I was shot in the head. Yeah.
Yeah, so your armor on your head should be a 16. And were you shot in the chest more than once?
I don't think so.
Okay, so you should have at least a 12 because of the grenade, which means
Okay.
1 damage will get through and you'll be heated.
Okay.
Cool.
How are you looking, Zigzag?
So only 2. Is it 2 damage to the head and the body?
So whatever got through,
Yeah.
it'll just go to that. It'll go to the chest. Yeah, the
Oh,
shotgun blast just goes one space. Explosions hit both, but not shotgun shots.
Got it. So I'm only down 2 damage, but I am on fire.
So you've damage.
38.
Oh, you've taken 38 damage.
No, I have 38 left. I've only taken 2.
Okay, you're
First
fine.
time I've been hit.
I don't have to
I
come
missed
in
the
here.
loop. No, not at all.
Tark, you're
But
up.
I'm on fire now.
All right, I'm gonna move stick squares here, and as I'm moving, I'm literally like, fucking quarterbacking a grenade.
Where?
And when I get there, I'm gonna throw it. Bam. Then I'm gonna slide down here, go prone, grab her, roll her on top of me as cover.
Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics roll. Yeah, that'll hit. Okay. Cool. Go ahead and roll. Hold
Come
on.
at me, bitch!
Let me find my. Go ahead and roll 66.
I say that in Russian.
Okay.
Does the car blow up?
No.
Okay.
That car's not full of ammunition and explosives.
Yeah, I'm just at.
Okay.
Just,
That's fair. So you watch as it detonates and kind of explodes outwards, like a huge kind of burst of explosion. You see the shockwave of the grenade. You can see the neon lights behind him, up above him, kind of shatter out, and he just kind of stands there, kind of looking over in your direction, annoyed. You then realize that the armor that he's wearing has a very high polish to it after it kind of got blasted off, and the helmet looks very similar to the helmet that Shaker wears.
I'll yell out, Salt, go cut him up.
Alright.
Melee weapons, katanas in particular, ignore armor.
They ignore half.
Yeah, go cut him.
Shaker, you're up.
Ugh, I wish you weren't in the way, Zigzag.
In the way of what?
A grenade?
Do it. Fuck it.
Our car has money in it. Get away from that car.
Yeah, I'm gonna fire a grenade right here.
Sure. Alright. What's the range?
What do you mean, what's the range?
Oh, you're firing up to that location, so what's the distance? It's 14 meters. Okay.
Can you focus on the... Oh, never mind. Don't worry about it.
So you're shooting a grenade launcher. He was throwing a grenade, so he used athletics for his throw. You're going to use heavy weapon, so you're going to make an attack with the grenade launcher.
That's in the traffic, man.
I'm gonna spend 2 luck points on this. 12.
Okay. So, hold on a second. 14. And target number for the grenade launcher would have been... Okay, so I would say it would...
Hits me in the back of the head.
No, I don't want to be unfair and say that's the case.
He didn't crit
Okay.
fail.
Again, the grenade has to go somewhere. That's obviously a point. And I'm going... It wasn't a crit fail. But it certainly wasn't I just barely missed, and that means I still get it to explode near there. So we're going to do this in the best way I know how to. It is a miss. You're not hitting that spot. So go ahead and roll me a d8,
If you blow up my car, Shaker, I will never forgive you.
and then a d6.
Don't blow up my monies.
Ping the spot that you fired at directly again. That spot there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it would actually land on the other side of the street and detonate. So it lands here and explodes.
That might be better.
Yours are not high explosive, so they only go out 2. So you're not hitting anybody with that grenade.
Rah.
Yeah. I don't remember where the grenade chart is. Yeah, I do. It's on page 174.
So how far do the HE grenades go?
They go 1 additional.
So 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
I want to go here and sort of bend down a little bit to have to get a little cover.
Okay.
Oh wait, mine's fragmentation. That's
Oh.
not HE.
Sorry. Yeah, which is just regular grenades. Sorry, at the start of your turn, Shaker, you would have taken 2 points of damage for burning.
Okay.
Cool. Salt, you're up.
All right. What is this guy right here that I'm pinging? What is he wielding?
An assault rifle with a grenade launcher attached. You can also see that his armor is Metal Gear. He seems to be wearing kind of heavy coat as well, and you can see that there's a massive combat knife kind of up on his shoulder.
Sweet. What I'm going to do then is my action is going to be switching my weapon from my shotgun to my Korean sword,
Okay.
and I'm going to get up right next to him, and like next turn I want to, chop the shit out of him.
Sure. Okay.
Go Salt.
Zigzag.
Yeah.
I'll yell, get into cover. Get away.
Is it an action to grab the suitcase out of the car?
Yeah, I'd say so because of its size.
Okay. Then basically,
But I'll be fair, Z, since it's kind of a rolling around kind of action. You can also put out the fire as an action if you're doing that.
okay, then yeah, I want to run up to here, grab the suitcase out of the car and put myself out,
Okay.
and then I'm just gonna go right back to the same spot I was.
Okay. So what you would realize about the case is it's a Militech exact case. You're pretty sure that it is also pretty up armored as well, and will act as a shield if you want it to.
I'm going to use it as such then.
Okay. Zigzag's done. It goes to the streets gun. They're going to rush over, kind of around the vehicle, kind of start just unloading weapons down into your kind of cover space.
Is this person up here doing nothing?
He's been shooting down at Salt.
Okay.
One second. Roll 20 being weird. Auto fire. Nope. Auto fire, no. They're just unloading rounds down at Zigzag and kind of hitting around him as he's kind of ducking, kind of hiding behind the suitcase. No bullets hit the suitcase though, and no bullets hit Zigzag. They're all just kind of missing. Not very good. The guy up top is going to kind of lean over the edge there and try to shoot Salt. Same situation. I just tried to shoot Salt with Salt. I don't think so. Alright. A lot of missing. Pretty pathetic. But they pretty much have to roll a crit to get a hit with auto fire. Alright, it goes to the solos. The lady with the shotgun will come around the way there and take a shot into Shaker with the incendiary shotgun. Let's see. She can actually get both you and Zigzag with it. So I will say because of the angling, though, Zigzag will have cover. So it probably won't be messing with him. It will mess with stupid. Shake your face. Alright. Shotgun. Did I hit a 13?
To the body, yeah.
Wow.
What?
Oh, right. Okay, so I fumbled. I critically failed. But I still hit. This is a good example of how that works.
Is that a thing?
Yes. So I hit an 18. Minus 5 is a 13. 13 was the target number. So, for flavor, as she's coming around and pulls the weapon up and shoots, you see Zigzag kind of throw up the suitcase to kind of hit the gun to kind of catch her off guard, and she kind of aims it downwards and still gets the shot off in the range that she wanted to hit. So 3d6. 13 again. So that'll get into your body again. You do not gain double dots. You aren't more on fire, I don't think. So
How much damage is it?
it'll be 13. So your body is currently at an 11 after I bladed it a second time, which means
Okay.
2 will get through, and yeah, you're still on fire.
2 will get through.
Yep. And
Okay.
the gentleman who's currently having issues will put a grenade down right there, I think. Yeah. What was that distance again?
22.8, I think.
23. So that'll hit. All right.
So the head is 16, so what does that mean?
No, that's just the attack roll.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not trying to hit your armor score.
Got it.
Armor's for wounding.
I got old girl's body on top of me.
I'm aware.
And I'm bent down a little bit behind that car.
I'm aware. But the grenade's hitting, like, south of you. It's not hitting... So it's hitting here. Like, right there. So you'll be taking the full brunt of it, Shaker. So that's 22. Head and chest. And Tark, that'll be 22 as well. The body will ablate 5 of it to both locations. It's human flesh. It's not super...
Doesn't count as cover? Oh,
It's-
I guess
It is counting as cover. It's 5 points of cover. What's going to deal or take more resistance? A human body or a
She
shield?
got armor on.
She had armor on until you ripped it apart with your Viper gun. You said so yourself. So, regardless, she'll soak 5 damage to both locations. So it'll actually be 17 for you and 22 for Shaker.
Yeah, so Shaker is definitely way less than half. I've only got 11 left.
Oh, let me check something here too. Okay, I only rolled 1 6 with that. Unfortunately.
Question: did I take any from that?
No. He hit too far south for it to get up to you.
Okay. And did I take any damage while I was gone?
No. You were in shotgun range, but because you were behind the car, I was saying that the car was taking
Got it.
damage from that.
Thank you.
Anytime you take damage, your armor's ablated.
Correct. And if you're hit by an armor-piercing weapon, then your armor's ablated twice.
And don't forget, you're still on fire.
And also you're on fire.
And then your turn, right?
Right. Tark, you are the one that is up. You are under a body.
Anyways, I'm still trying to figure out if I'm dead.
How many hit points did you have to start?
I'm almost done.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still conscious.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are seriously injured, so -2 to all your rolls.
I got 3 hit points. Let's go, baby.
3 is more than 0. That's all that matters.
Yeah, you're right. So, gonna roll her off of me.
Okay.
Does that take a square of movement?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Stand. It takes a
Okay.
square of movement. I might go into the ice box. I
Nice.
might.
If you don't save yourself, we can't save ourselves.
Yeah.
You're the goddamn doctor.
Yeah, just
I'll take an action and hit myself with a stem to ignore damage, and then I'm going to the ice box. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do the stem yet. I gotta run. I'll run to the ice box, open it, dive in, and jump in and get ready to hit myself with a stem.
No Cyberpunk 2077 right there.
At the top of the initiative, the guy up top says, "Oh shit, TT incoming!" and kind of dips away from the ledge where he was shooting at Salt.
And
Shake.
what TT means?
That means trauma team.
All right. So someone's got a trauma team deal. Okay. So yeah, Shaker is really tired of this lady with the incendiary shotgun. So I'm go here. I'm going to use all 4 of my remaining luck points, and I want to grab her. An action to grab.
Okay. So go ahead and make a brawling check.
So it's -2, and then it's +4, so it's +2, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's okay.
That's the target number.
So it's +2 is a 14.
Okay. So then that will exceed her. So you grab her.
Great.
Okay.
Is there a way to, like, with flavor, move her around between me and the one here?
Yeah. That's what I mean. They're already in between. You're trying to keep her in between you and him.
Correct.
That's fine. That's happening. Yes, that is happening. Salt, you are the one that is on the table. You do have a second melee attack. Grab is just 1 attack. You can take 2
really?
attacks when you fight. So if you want to like hit her as well,
I want to choke.
or do you want to knock the weapon out of her hand? Choking works well, but it takes time.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, I want to knock the weapon out of her hand then.
Brawling again.
Crap, I used all of my stuff.
Oh, it looks like she's keeping that gun.
Okay.
Yeah. You kind of like try to move it, and she's got it in one hand. She kind of like pulls it down low, and she's still has you on her. You're still holding her. She can't just shoot you or anything. But yeah, done. Shaker, you are done. Salt, you're the one that is up.
Yeah. Salt is gonna. He always thinks of WWMD. What would Matthew McConaughey do? Right? Matthew McConaughey would look the guy in the eyes, and he would go, "You should have quit when you were ahead." And then he's gonna take his sword, and he's gonna try to chop the guy's head off. He's gonna use He's gonna use 2 luck points to try to do that.
Okay.
He's gonna do this, man.
Okay. So my evasion, it has -2.
So I
So
got
that's-
15 plus 2 would be 17, I guess. Oh wait, that says Larry below. What the hell?
I rolled after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
We
so-
both rolled the same number.
Because your luck is pointed on, you do hit instead of miss. So go ahead and roll your damage.
All right. Good thing I used that luck, guys.
Wasn't it a called shot though?
Oh yeah, -8. Thank you. Miss.
Sorry.
Thanks, man.
Second.
Called shots are like
Yeah, thank you. That is the good point. Go ahead with your second attack.
That's right. I do get a second attack too.
Yeah.
Ah,
Going for the head of the chest.
this time, 2 more luck points. What the hell? And then let's see.
Head, chest, which is it?
I'm holding my talk button down, and for some reason it's like
Okay.
doing lots of zooming and stuff. Anyways, let me roll this. I can do it. All right, here we go. Attack. Yeah!
And you said you were going for what?
I was going for headshot, and that was 2.
Yeah. That'll miss.
What? What do you have to get to get?
24 minus 8 is 16. I rolled a 16 on my evasion. You have to exceed the target number. You missed by
But he
1.
spent 2 more luck points.
No, he did. So he's at 24.
Oh, okay.
24
yeah,
minus 8
yeah,
is
yeah,
16.
yeah.
16 is what I rolled on the
Oh.
evasion.
That's so fucking
I've been
hard,
drinking.
dude.
It's cool. Yeah. No, this guy, this guy's pretty good. So you kind of swing. He kind of ducks. Kind of glances off the metal gear. He comes down on around. You swing, and it kind of cuts off his armor again. He kind of gives you a look like annoyed, and you can see that it's just black circles that you're kind of staring into because he's kind of wearing this full metal mask on his head. Zigzag, you are the one that is up.
What is my target number if I'm 2 meters away?
I'm going to give you a free human perception check, though. Go ahead and make it.
Wait, who are you talking to?
The fixer. Okay.
Fuck me.
You're very focused on whatever you were going to tell me before. You have no idea what is happening around you. Go ahead.
Nope. What's my target number when I'm 2 meters away?
With what kind of weapon?
Pistol, heavy pistol,
13.
or very heavy pistol? It's 13.
Yeah, so it won't matter what size the pistol is. It's always just categorized in pistol, SMG, shotgun, assault rifle, sniper rifle, bows and
Okay.
crossbows, grenade launchers, and rocket launchers.
What if the target is grappled?
Doesn't change anything. It's just a penalty on her evasion if she was going to try and make one, but she's not because she can't. She's not good enough.
I guess I'm just gonna try and shoot the guy down here.
Okay.
Fuck me, dude.
All right. You put a round down range. It kind of just hits the hotel or motel behind. Okay. On 6. Oh, second shot. Oh no, it's heavy. Very heavy. Never mind. On the street gun. Do you want to move at all? Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I do kind of want to duck around the side here.
I'll go ahead and do my movement simultaneously. The street scum run, so they're going to be moving 4 times their movement. And one of them yells out over his shoulder, "You fucking scabs are on your own!" As they dart. And the guy up top also disappears. Alright. Goes to the solos. The one fighting against Salt will... I'm not going to draw a new weapon to fight you, so I'm just going to move away from you.
Can you just do that? I'm holding her.
Not you.
Oh,
Salt.
Salt. Oh, sorry.
It's a different guy. He's running away.
And-
Trauma team is coming. We all heard that, right?
Yeah, that was a thing that everyone heard.
Okay.
We heard
That's
that.
why I'm in the icebox.
Alright, so I'm going to shoot at you. I'm not aiming for your head. I am just aiming for you in the chest. Do you want to...
Who are you talking about, Shaker?
Salt. Still Salt.
Sorry.
Do you want to evade it, or do you want me to just roll based on the chart?
What's worse?
So if I'm trying to hit you with the chart, and I'm shooting auto fire, then I need to hit, at this distance, a total of 20 to be able to hit you. So do you think you can roll a 20 on your evasion?
Probably not.
Then you're going to go with the base number.
Yep, go with the base number.
Alright. So I need a 21 to get through. Didn't get through. Puts a whole bunch of shots down at you. Yeah, kind of moves around to... That's his final position. Yeah, he's out in the street. Okay. Tark, you are the last one. Oh, sorry. No,
Wait, time out.
Go ahead.
He's still in the street. You get run over.
there are no cars that are driving past.
Well, how do we know that?
Because I haven't mentioned any cars driving past. Not many people drive down a small thoroughfare when they hear gunfires and explosions. It's like, oh yeah, you know what? That sounds like the place for me.
Giant wildfire and a bunch of smoke. Let's head to that parking lot.
I forgot to mention the guy, the lady who's currently being grappled by Shaker. She's going to attempt to relinquish the grapple. I'm going to do it in a flavorful way. So I'm going to be making a brawling check against you. You need to go ahead and make an evasion check against me.
You said I can't evade
Why did I say that?
because I have the heavy armor.
No, I said your evasion sucks. And if your reflexes, yeah, no, you're good. You can't evade gunshots. You can still fight melee. These are two different like spectrums of speed. So yeah, go ahead and make an evasion roll.
14.
All right. All right. And then my brawling. Miss. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so she tries and shuffles. She loses her shotgun. It flies off to the side as she's trying to shuffle. You kind of bat it aside, finishing the move you were trying to do before. And then with her second attack, she'll try again. Go ahead and make another evasion roll. Ooh, that's probably better.
Yeah, much better.
She kind of drops down. The shotgun flies off to the side. She then kind of reaches up and grabs a hold of your grappling arm, drops down, and shifts forward, throwing you ass over tea kettle here.
Okay.
And you're no longer grappling her. The second that happens, she will kind of rush over you and head over to these phone booths for cover. And yeah, those are phone booths.
Wow, that's a thing.
That's the thing. Tark?
I would get out of the icebox, run over here, grab him. So trauma team's gonna wipe everything out. Drag him into the icebox, push him in, and then jump in myself and close the door.
Okay. You're taking him with you, you said?
Yeah, I'm taking him with me.
Okay. Do you resist, Zigzag?
Not at all. That's as far as I could go after taking the shot.
There's a decent amount of ice in there, but not so much that you can't fit two people cuddling up very closely together with a big thing of money in. So for flavor.
Tark and I have already gotten close.
You hop in, and you had a very hot night on a boat and a very cold night in an alleyway. All right, on initiative, the bottom of the initiative.
Bye, guys.
This-
WTF?
This vehicle drops down, kind of slamming down onto the road. It actually hits the streetlights above and knocks them out as it kind of descends down. You watch the front panel open up, and as it does so, you see a massive cannon kind of pop out, and you hear a voice. Everyone in the area, down, face down, on the ground, now.
Lucky for you, you're already on the ground, Shaker.
I'd comply.
You'd also see lights appear around this area. It seems like it's kind of creating a hologram, like beacon around it, and it seems that it's kind of tracing these lines inwards towards the motel's front entrance. Looks like that's where they're heading. All right. So on 24 Shaker, you're up. You're already down. Do you want to take 2 damage? And you should have taken 2 damage last turn.
I did take 2 damage
Okay.
last turn.
Take the 2 this turn, and then do you want to?
I'm almost dead.
Do you want to
You're on the
pack?
ground, roll it.
Can I roll around?
Yeah, you can stop, drop, and roll.
You can't move, stay on fire.
You didn't have to stop. You didn't have to drop. All you have to do is roll. She helped you out in the end.
Perfect.
Okay.
I'm so scarred.
Shaker done. Salt, you are up. Do you do as
All right.
commanded, or do
I have to ask you a question. What would I know about these situations? Like, could I try to run a little bit, or are these guys gonna blow the shit out of us?
if you get out of the red square area, and I'll go ahead and designate that real quick. If you get out of the red square area, you should be fine. Oh my God, cats! Bear with me. I gotta deal with these cats real quick.
All right, I got an idea, man.
Okay, so if you're inside of the red square area, they're going to shoot you because their trauma team techs are going to rush out and head towards the building.
All right, this is great because I have my melee weapon out, and I'm holding my shotgun probably in my other hand. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run into this building I'm right next to because the doors were right down here, right?
Right.
I'm going to run in. I'm going to be like, I don't know. What do I see when I run into that building?
It's a club. Everyone's freaking out.
All right. In that case, I don't feel like I have to say anything. I'm just going to move to the back and try to escape via an exit door or something like that.
I'm gonna start dancing.
Yeah. Can I dance? I'll do like a moonwalk. I'm good at that one. No, I'm gonna try to escape that way. I'm gonna put my weapons away and then try to escape that way.
Okay. So you can see that a lot more trauma team are coming out of this specific AV than is normal. Normally it's a squad of 3 individuals that pop out, but you can see that there are a total of 7 popping out in between Salt and Zigzag. It looks like 1 paramedic and 2 armed individuals are rushing towards the motel. Looks like they are running, and they will make it to the door, but they do not enter yet. The 2 that remain, or the 4 that remain at the AV, look like they are forming a perimeter, and they're kind of searching around and keeping eyes kind of open, focused on anything and around. One of them has a weapon trained on Shaker, and just kind of keeping his gun kind of pointed at him.
Shaker's thumb goes into his mouth.
He then yells a command over to you and says, "Get out of the zone."
Okay. So if I'm able to do that, I would stand up and
Yep.
and move.
So for flavor, Zigzag, you're in a box, and the punks continue running off. You would see that that was an accident. You would see that the scabs, the ones that were heavily armed, just skirt the hell out of here and are moving away from the area. Does anybody give chase to those, or the punks that ran down the alleyway or ran off the building?
I'm almost dead. I can't do it.
Okay, they escape. So what you witness over the next couple of seconds is the AV remains. The people kind of thoroughly kind of scout out the area, keeping an eye out. Some of them are kind of looking into the club and keeping an eye on that position. And they basically have this kind of tactically held. You then watch as the 3 that went in come back out. One of them's dragging a guy and just kind of throws him off to the side, and the other one seems to kind of be moving with a stretcher. The stretcher has a body on it. You don't recognize him.
I don't.
You're in a box. You certainly don't recognize him. Yeah, they load that body up in the AV, and the AV then seals up and off into the sky. Alright, I'll go ahead and kill the combat music and destroy the initiative count. Immediately after the fight, Shaker, we'll start with you. What are you doing?
Bleeding profusely, kind of whining a little bit, looking for Tark.
Okay. Let me do a little bit of cleanup here.
Every single time.
Dude, I'm pretty fucked up too. I get fucked up a lot. Also.
You did. Well, I gotta give you credit because you're right in the middle of the action.
You guys realize you ruined a gigantic cooler full of ice with all your blood and bodily
Yeah,
fluid?
really. That's
Yeah, we're
disgusting.
making out in it too. Well, maybe
You're like,
maybe,
"Hey, love it, man."
I'm just in there kissing myself.
You're in the club. There's a couple people in there. Some of them are kind of looking outside, kind of confused. The person behind the bar looks over at you and Salt and says, "You want something to drink? Might be parched."
Thanks for the offer, but I think I better head out now that that trauma team has left. Man, those guys they're a bummer, man.
Sure, why not? Bye.
Come back out.
Tark and Zigzag, you pop out of the ice chest. You find
Yes,
Shaker.
and then my
who
leg,
is-
so I don't. Like, sorry.
Yeah, you find Shaker. You can only heal yourself with the heal once per day.
So that was a speed heal.
Oh, so you're
This is a
stimming.
stim.
Okay, got it.
Ignore the fact that I've been bleeding all over. I mean, I
Right.
iced a little bit.
I mean,
right?
yeah, that helped.
Yeah.
I basically like tell Tark to go check on Shaker, and I'm running into the motel.
Okay.
Wait, do you still have
know
the
what the-
case?
I
You
have the suitcase. Fuck yeah, I've got the suitcase. Come on, buddy. I'm a goddamn professional.
Okay.
Do you want me to? Yeah.
I got a handcuff for you. You want to handcuff it to your wrist?
I'm alright.
Okay.
Okay. You pop into the motel, and you would know that Red Light has a very secret office. From what you can tell, it looks like the main kind of situation that's happening in the foyer or the front entryway happens to have been some kind of scuffle. Looks like it was happening at checkout. But you would know how to get into the hacker's domain. Would you go?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. 1 second here. Do you take anyone with you? Because you would know that he does desire secrecy.
No, absolutely. I told Tark to go check on Shaker. Salt doesn't know where I am. I'm alone in the motel. So I'm going by myself to check on Red Light.
Okay.
They don't need to know where I am inside the motel. And I'm assuming I can get there fast enough that they won't be able to follow.
The door opens easy enough through your codes. You would see that Red Light is kind of resting in their chair. Seems like they're in kind of a state of unconsciousness. And looking at it, it looks like they are wired to the computer, as you would typically see a netrunner at peace.
Is it a state of unconsciousness or a state of like their consciousness is net running?
Their consciousness would be net running, yeah.
Okay.
Thinking back to it, you did realize that the phone call you got was very staticky sounding. It sounded very digital in hindsight. It's not something I covered and should have. That was my failing, but you would presume that that call was made from NetSpace to you.
Then I, using my agent, am going to call him.
Okay. Hey, are you here? Are they here? Did they get me?
They did not get you. Would you like to chat? I am
Hold
next
on.
to you.
Wait. No, they fucking got me, man. Check my neck. Check my neck. Look at my neck. Is there anything in my shard slots? Anything weird?
I check.
Yeah, there's appears to be a very small kind of device, almost like a USB drive, like slotted into his neck.
Yes, I apologize.
Fuck, man. Fuck. Okay, don't pull me. Don't pull anything out. Don't do anything. Don't do shit.
I'm fucking not doing shit.
Okay.
This is why I call you.
Look, it's probably gonna take effect any time soon. So you gotta hurry. Do you have a netrunner?
I can contact one quickly. She's very good.
It won't be quick enough. You gotta back room. Back. The body starts kind of shaking, and then you see him kind of just go limp, like in the spot where, and it doesn't seem like he's breathing, but if you pay close attention, you can see that he is respirating, but not a lot.
Can I? He's respirating, but not.
It seems like there's just a very low kind of breathing.
Call me.
Can I try? How is he connected to whatever system?
Make a cyber tech check.
Once I find it. 14.
Pretty common knowledge. You don't pull a netrunner when they're plugged in. It's like jacking a person out of their brain space. So you'd literally kill him if you pulled him. You don't know what's going on here, but he's still alive. It just seems someone has him mentally. With that check, you would know what an ICE program does. It can lock out a person from their meat space position. So he's currently collected in fake space, in net space, but his body is connected here. If you pull the plug, you lose the liability of the netrunner who's been captured and probably has a lot of your information, but you do kill the netrunner. He was saying something about a back door. You would know, or back room. You would know that you can see a door in this room, and it's a room you've never been into, and it is in the back. But
I'll check the door, see if it's unlocked.
it is not. You can attempt to try and secure access through electronic security.
Okay. I'm gonna spend 3 luck points on this.
Okay. So
It's
14?
14.
That's good enough. You open the door. Do you step through? Or just look inside?
I open the door and take a quick look because I don't know if he's got anything set
Okay.
trap wise. Like quick.
So this map, being in kind of an isometric form, doesn't allow too much for snapping away parts, so I'll just move you through it. You can see
Yeah.
inside there appears to be some sort of safe or kind of massive kind of chest of some sort, like big kind of cabinet. There's a locker that looks like it's slightly ajar. On the wall to your right, there is a number of pieces of kind of, punk gear. Looks like a very heavy handgun, some armor jack, and a bunch of ammunition and stuff.
Anything that looks like it might help? Can I open this locker in front of me?
The
safe,
big
rather?
thing. Make a perception check as you kind of look around to see if there's anything that here might help you.
13.
Okay. You see that there's some strange kind of track marks on the ground at the feet of the massive container.
Track marks like where the
Like it's been
door would
dragged.
open?
Like it's been dragged. Like the big
Okay.
thing has been dragged.
Then I would like to try and drag it along those track marks.
Athletics check. What'd you get?
That is a 26.
Mark it as a critical success in your IP log. Yeah, you push it aside. It slides pretty neatly into the back corner, revealing a door that seems to be in the floor. The door has a big red button. Looks like you could press it and open it in that way.
I do so.
Okay. Drops down into kind of a crawl space. The crawl space seems to open up very, very largely and kind of heads in a very specific direction. It looks like there are markings on the wall that have been drawn out in kind of a greenish kind of glowing paint. And it's like when the light hits it, it kind of like brightens up. And it looks like this way to the marker. And it's kind of pointing in a specific direction outside of the motel's under sub-basement.
I follow the arrows.
By yourself you're going?
Yep.
Okay.
I got like 2 almost dead guys outside, and I didn't see where Salt went. So
Understandable. Those of you who are still on the outside, Shaker, are you doing anything besides just crying about pain?
Yep, nothing else. Nope.
You wouldn't hurt anymore. I'd stem you.
Stem him? Okay, so you're not taking a penalty anymore right now. And Salt?
Aha. Well, Salt does have first aid, so he could do that to Shaker. I don't know who would get to first.
Salt, go after. Keep an eye on our guy.
You guys
Where's that
gone.
guy?
He disappeared. You didn't even see where he went.
But
Go find Zigzag.
Salt would start to cry when he saw the damage done to his car. Hopefully, it's only like.
No, your car was never hit. I mean, it was only on the back end a couple of bullets. They didn't go through. So there's the rotary cannon was pretty small, size. It hits really well, point blank, but it didn't have enough stopping power to punch through the back. So there's nice kind of quarter size to half dollar size kind of big old dents that have kind of chipped away the paint, so they're kind of shinier than the rest.
Nice. I would ask the guys, Shaker and Tark. I'd be like, "What happened? What happened to our guy, man? Where's Zigzag?"
He went in the motel.
All right, I'll go check on him.
You don't find him. So Zigzag, you have a big old money case, and you are planning on going up this tunnelway. Is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Eventually, you get to a point where you realize that you've gone under at least 2 other buildings and moved through this strange sub-basement space. And you can see that there are a number of cables that have connected to, that have ran along with you as you made your way. And notations, almost there. It looks like, kind of Koi writing. And you're using anything, like, how are you lighting the space? Because it's completely pitch black. I want to make sure I get that too. Your phone has a light on it, if you have a physical one.
I have burners, so yeah, I
Okay.
can pull out one of the burner phones and
Okay.
use that.
As you're kind of making your way through this tunnel, go ahead and make a perception check. You would notice it before you trip it. So you see that there appears to be a strange activation, like sensor device. And kind of looking over at it and knowing a bit about electronic security, you would realize that this is a point of motion detection, but it seems to only detect motion that leaves the space. So if you were coming towards you, this would track you. If you're going into the space, it doesn't seem to track you, and you realize that the reason that is, it appears that someone has fixed it so that's the case. They haven't turned off the motion sensor entirely, but they've allowed for them to access it. For what reason, you don't know. So if you pass this boundary and then come back, something will know that you did it.
Something will know if I come back, not if I pass it.
Correct.
Then I guess I'm gonna pass it.
Okay. You come along to a point where the space ends, and the crawl space seems to go up with a very, very small kind of ladder that kind of goes up the sidewall. Looks like the rungs are kind of like slotted into the wall with like a little handhold space. When you are you going to go up the ladder?
Yes.
Okay. When you get up to the top of the ladder, there is an access port, and you realize that you're on the opposite side of it, and you're kind of looking inside of the access port kind of space from the back panel that has been removed. So you're behind an access port where there's a bunch of like wires and stuff and connections that have been moved aside to allow someone to get into the access port from this space. This shouldn't normally be allowed. Looks like someone removed the wall of this access port so that they can access whatever's beyond. Do you try and finagle? It doesn't look like it'd be too hard, but do you try to finagle with the door and open it?
I'm gonna try and get through, yeah.
Okay, hold on. You see a very, very clean white room. It would appear that the room has a very large number of servers in place with glass containment. It would seem that this is a very clean space as well. You can see fiber optic cables on the northern wall kind of running along the way. It looks like there's some sort of device off to the right if you kind of just peer around that's kind of settled into the wall. Looks like an access port for the data servers in question. There is one door exiting out of this glass containment room, a double door glass on the far western wall. There's a massive computer desk with cyberdeck jack-in ports and all sorts of good stuff. There is not currently a person sitting there, but it does look like all the screens are kind of locked out. Like someone would have to have access codes to be able to enter into that computer. There is a door just on the opposite side of the glass that seems to lead into a hallway that runs the entire length of the southern wall and exits out pretty much the way you came in, just above you. That makes sense?
Yeah. I don't recognize any of this.
This is crazy shit.
Well, I've passed the point of no return. You gave me that warning.
You would note, too, that the cables that were running up here do look like they're jacked into the terminal that you are kind of inside of, kind of hanging out of. Like, whatever they wanted to connect to, whoever ran those cables, is this room. And they did so by the access port that you are coming out of.
This is like a silly question. Would my agent have like any kind of GPS location? Would I be able to like check and see where I am in Night City
You can
now that
try.
I've kind of come out of the underground?
You can try.
Yeah, I want to see if I can identify what building I'm in.
Okay. The second you access a remote connection, the room goes dark
Well, fuck.
and bright red lights start blaring throughout the space. What do you do in response?
Can I want to try and get out of this glass room first and run towards those doors because that's the only exit out of here, right?
It's also the only entrance.
Yes. Hmm. Fuck me, man.
Do
um,
lasers not the walls?
okay.
Do you still want to check the GPS since you triggered it anyways?
Yeah, I already triggered it. So did I get an
Yeah.
answer?
It seems that you are directly underneath what appears to be a very massive building just down the road from where you were at, which happens to be a Militech office building.
Whoops.
Boys, mistakes were made.
And you have all the money.
Yeah, well.
Do you want to just go back the way you came?
It's gonna trip another alarm that way too, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
But
you've already
that
tripped
alarm
off one. Big deal.
Probably less dangerous than the Militech alarm I just tripped. Yeah, so as covering my tracks as well as I can,
Okay.
going back through that door.
Slotting the thing shut, closing it out. As you're slowly kind of coming down the ladder, you do hear what sounds like a very muffled sound coming from inside the box. What you presume is probably like a Militech, gun team that's moved into that space. You very quickly then, knowing that they can barely hear you, you can barely hear them. They could probably not hear you at all. Move your ass down the way. Passing past that point, you realize that nothing changes, nothing crazy happens. It just seems that
I imagine it was an alarm probably for
something that was
Red
kind
Light
of
himself.
yeah,
Yeah, or herself, themselves.
themselves.
Right.
It's okay. You pass over the tracking mark, nothing changes. You make it up to where you need to go and close it. I want you to do me a favor though. Go ahead and make me a stealth roll. This is for your covering your escape. And not so much the covering your escape in sound wise, just how well you put everything back to way. You can spend the luck. Oh, you already rolled. It's fine.
16.
Okay. Alright, let me just. Okay. You're pretty sure that you did a good job. And you make it back
I usually do.
into the space with Red Light, and Red Light is still breathing, but just barely.
Are there... See, I don't know enough about net running in this game. There's no way for me to, like, give someone remote access through, like, my computer, is there?
No. A netrunner will have to come to this site and tango with what's happening here at this point.
And I'm assuming Red Eye is too far away to get here to do anything. That's what Red Light said?
Yeah, do you want to check anything else, like in the room, before you head out?
Yeah, is there, on any of these monitors or anything, is there any way for me to see what they were working on?
No.
Are there any files or any way, anything out that, like, is there a cork board with fucking shit that, like, gives me any information?
Currently, what you appear to be looking at, it looks like it is a digital space, digital real space. From what you can tell, it looks like it is some sort of apartment complex. It looks like there is a number, but not like a street name. The number being 717, which could be anywhere in Night City, really. But it appears to be an apartment complex with that address number in this kind of unreal, unphysical space. And from what you can tell, there appears to be a person kind of floating over top of that in this net space. And it appears to be like a digital construct of a person that has a very androgynous kind of look. Very, very male, very masculine, but very kind of sleek and slender. Not too dissimilar from Red Light. Just more kind of awesome comparatively. Like, if you were going to make an avatar for yourself.
Yeah. It's like how when you jack into the Matrix, you get a cool leather jacket.
Yeah, you get a cool leather jacket.
Of course, and sunglasses.
And sunglasses.
And there's if I spend another like minute or two rifling around, is there any more information in the room itself?
Not really. Looks like there isn't really much physical media. Only noobs leave out passwords on their desk.
You said there was an arbor jack in the locker where I passed.
Yep. Like.
Can I swap out my ablated one for that one?
Yep. And you're talking and joking about the Matrix. This one is like black leather. It's like really sleek looking. Anything else you want to check out while you're back there? I did cut you off from entering into the actual big box.
Yeah, I do kind of want to check what's in the big box while I'm back here.
Okay.
If there's anything in here.
You open it up, kind of searching around. There appears to be some items of import. A stack of eddies, probably somewhere in the ballpark of about 8,000, so not massive. And it does look like there appears to be looks like a hypo spray. And attached to it, it says, "In case of emergency," like a sticker or a post-it note.
Hypo spray?
A hypo spray, yeah.
Which is...
Like the things that Dan keeps shoving into people. Mainly himself.
So, if I used this on Red Light, would it help keep him going for longer?
I don't know.
Okay. Let's see what happens if I hypo spray Red Light. I mean, it's his thing in his locker in case of emergency, and if it's like a cyanide tablet, then fuck it.
Okay. You walk over and you slam the hypos down into him and hit it. And yeah, you watch as the life seems to leave them, and they die there.
Okay. Anything else of value in this apartment?
8,000 eddies, a very heavy handgun, 10 clips worth of ammunition. The computers could probably be resold, but at this point they're probably bricked, based on the fact that the netrunner that was using them just kind of got deleted.
So I take the eddies, I'm gonna pocket the guns. I have grenades on me.
Okay.
I want to set a grenade into the apartment where I'm at and, like, close the door behind me and let it pop. So most of the...
You kind of come up to the top of the steps there, pull the grenade, throw it, close the door, which is kind of an up-armored door. It seals shut. You move out of the secret space, coming out of that door. Everyone outside the hotel kind of still just relaxing. Salts.
I mean, I'm going with the girl that has the the girl that I shot, looting her.
Oh, sure.
Does she have any
No.
cyberware? Does she
No.
have anything?
She doesn't. She was kind of just a punk, but like a bit of a soul. She's a scab, but she doesn't have any cyberware.
She had an assault rifle?
She had an assault rifle, yeah. It was a piece of shit, though. It was a Jungle Arms Reaper. Chandran Jungle Arms Reaper. Poor quality, and also pretty much broken to shit because of grenades. Okay. Those of you outside, insult searching inside of the motel for Zigzag, you all hear kind of a sound. Sounds like a distant gunfire or explosion. Zigzag, you come back out into the scene.
Yeah, I
And-
imagine the first person I see is Salt, who's like in the lobby, like not sure which hallway I'm gonna come down, and then sees me walking. I don't say anything to him. You just see me like pull out another cigarette, put it in my mouth,
Real talk.
wave him to like follow.
I just had the strangest desire for an actual cigarette.
All the time.
And I can see like there's something smoking. Is that
Oh
incense?
yeah, it's incense.
Okay.
My cat took a shit in this room right before we started playing, and it fucking reeks.
Way to destroy the immersion. Because I was like, wow, it looks like he's actually smoking.
Great. So I like put a cigarette in my mouth. I waved to Salt to follow me. Walk outside. The two of you see me light it. Take one long drag. The cow is fine. I turn to Salt.
Yep, we can drive it.
Our business here is done. Let us let us go.
All right, sounds good. How's Shaker? Can you walk, Shaker?
I'd patch him up.
Yep, he's good walk, no problem.
How much hit points are you down? I just hit you.
I have 6 of 50.
It's a deal.
Okay.
You,
got hit
you
pretty
owe
bad,
me a
baby.
lot of
You got hit
total
bad.
of invoice.
What's that?
I'm keeping you alive. How much you
are,
owe me?
You're earning. I pay my dues.
I don't know. I gotta look at my bill.
Let me know.
Going back in the tank.
you know what?
Tank ain't.
We're getting paid. He's looking at that case that Zigzag's
I'm gonna
carrying.
Paid here soon too from you.
Wow, man. Wait until after I'm bleeding
want
before you
your-
give me the bill.
You want your money now? Check out.
Sure.
All right. So you go to a quiet space near the ice container and divvy out the cash. So
I imagine we get in the car and
Yeah.
do it as we like drive away.
So do you remember the percentages?
I believe it's what 10% each.
Yeah, but okay. Yeah, I see what you're doing. You're playing smart. Good boy. Good boy. 10% per, so that's 10,000 each.
Yep. For this payment, and then another 10,000 per month until it's paid out.
Which means you get another 9 instances,
How much?
or 800, so 80,000.
80,000 total. 10 now, 70 over the next 7 months.
Why am I being paid like this?
This is how the buyer is paying. You were promised a percentage, not a full buyout.
Is this usual, John? Because I've done a lot of.
Yeah, if he sold something that's paying you 80,000 over the course of 8 months,
I'm just
well,
trying to get a feel because I mean honestly,
Dude.
my character wouldn't know, but I mean she has this on a leash.
as a Danya, understand this. You sold something that's very illegal, and you know how very illegal it is.
I get it. I understand. There's reasons for why she's doing it too. It
It's
benefits
just-
her in multiple ways.
Well, you don't know that, and wouldn't think that way either.
That's why I'm asking. Would my character? I'm not. If this is
Right.
like if this is usual, cool.
Yeah, this is pretty standard.
Hey, I'm just asking for my character. Would that be standard?
Yeah.
That's all. I don't know the world the
And
greatest.
also, he doesn't have any, or she doesn't have anything on you.
No, but I got to keep getting
She
paid.
has everything on Zigzag.
Take months.
That's
So you're
fair.
deducting
They're
money
getting
off of,
10,000 eddies right off the front.
Yeah.
Cool.
Dan, you're deducting money, Dan, for the cost of the drugs that you spend.
I'll
Levi?
figure how much, man. I'm looking through the book.
Okay. Because I'm giving you money for the drugs, so you should be deducting money on your end for the drugs. You know what I mean? It should be.
Yeah,
like a
no, I'm
wash.
spending money to make the drugs. It's not free. Like it costs.
No. He's not charging you for the bullets he's putting down range, or the grenades that he's shooting,
Right.
or the armor
Same
jacks
here.
that he's cutting
Right.
through.
Same here.
Well, but for the bullets that I'm taking for the group.
He's the one gets shot.
I have 2 hit points.
So I think what Andy's saying is you should be paying for your job just like he's paying for his job. That or don't do your job.
We discussed an invoice. He agreed to it.
All right, well,
Well, I paid you previously, but what I'm just making sure is that this is a fair arrangement.
Yeah, I mean, I believe it is. I'm not charging you out of the fucking nose.
I know they're not here, but Spotlight would get whatever the equivalent of 10,000 is in subscribers or
So-
subscriptions.
Yeah, so yeah, you would make new subscriptions and basically buy them out. I get what you're
Right.
saying. That's smart.
And then Red Eye, I'm sure I have a way of like transferring funds electronically. I have plenty of my own personal funds that I can like move that money from that I
Sure.
don't need to take it out of this case to pay her.
Right. Perfectly
So
acceptable.
they're both getting their 10%.
And
But
then
he is also getting his 15, so I'll send him a message on the side through my agent.
there are QTMs which you can stop by. They're basically just drop points for cash and resources. And basically, if you have a chip account, like a credit chip account, you can basically turn that physical money into credit immediately, like on your credit chip.
Okay. Then yeah.
You could just, I mean, there's probably one not too far from where you just had that shootout. You could just walk, and probably one in the motel, to be completely honest. Just pop in, slam your money into that situation.
Yep.
Cool. Alright, I think that's a pretty decent stopping point. Anybody have any thing that they want to do before we get to the downtime segment? Because again, like I said, this was going to be very action-packed. There was a chance that you did other things, but it sounds like the next session will basically just be kind of continue on to this. But I think this series will have downtime in the in-between, like in the middle. So, anything that anybody wants to ask or anything that anybody wants to do in particular? If not, we'll go ahead.
How do you? I'm sorry. How do you improve your armor? Like, would I have to buy brand new armor?
Buy
to
brand
replace
new
it?
armor or repair it. You know, techies repair armor.
How do you repair it?
Yeah, it should be in
Okay.
the book. I'll look it up. Honestly,
Okay, that works.
yeah,
If only you knew a fixer who could buy you more armor.
fair. All right. Well, with that, then I'm gonna go ahead and kill the stream. Thanks for watching. We will pick up in a week. All right, later.